Hello everyone and welcome to another um, video where we working on creating a MIT license of open source um, MCP server to manage your tasks for working with agents like Claude Code, Gemini CLI, Windsurf Cursor, you name it. So we're going to implement another simple improvement, um, and um, namely it is improvement to execute task tool. I can show you the original prompt that created the task itself. So it's create basically me voice typing, again using Windsurf built-in recording functionality that will later transcribe it, to ask it to create a task to improve the MCP tool, and explaining that it is moving to review stage. It is moving to doing stage, but after it finishes the task, it's supposed to move it to review as well. So we want to make sure it is in review. So if we go back to our UI, this is what it's done. It basically used a create tool and shows you all the input and outputs, but it's not really readable for humans. So we've got our project flows UI connected here. And this is basically formatted markdown that of the task that was created. So we've got basically the problem, the solution, and the success criteria. And it's basically, using our prompts that are built into each block, it created a very robust plan to implement that simple change. So this is basically quick button to copy execute task 170 prompt, and because it's fairly simple thing, I will actually try to use Gemini to execute it. So let's see how Gemini copes with that. So it's asking to use the execute task itself, basically the tool we're going to use to improve. So let's confirm it. Let's see what it's actually done. So it went off, it started executing task, it found out that it needs to create a branch. So this is what we want. We want a feature branch to be created. So let's go ahead and allow once. And as you can see, it created the branch. Now let's go back to our UI. In our UI, it moved the task to doing. I'm just going to right. Seems like it does not recognize new branch. Let's have a look. Okay, so we've got two branches. Yes, we've got it selected. All right, so what is going on here? Workflow tools. Hmm. Right, what is it doing? It's a weird one. I'm just going to let it do stuff. Alright, actually, do you know what? I'm going to abort it because I don't think the Gemini is doing the right thing. I will need to put some time and effort, probably off the grid for a little bit, to figure out what the problem is. But for now, what I'm going to do is say no to the suggestion because it's basically trying to bring the entire solution down and rebuild it, rebuild the solution including Docker database. So I don't want to do that because I would need to back up everything and all that. So for now, I am going to clear this. I'm going to as well discard that. I think we've got everything done in here. I'm going to delete branch. Sorry, I'm doing just quick tidying up. Move back to the main. When developing or vibe coding with AI, things go wrong quite often. I'm going to delete, and touch prune. Now we've got clean repository. We don't have any branch locally, a part of our main. I am going to, instead of using Gemini, clear my Claude instance altogether and move that to backlog. Copy the prompt again. That will just say execute task 170. Go back to Claude and use Claude to execute it. And see what Claude will do. Okay, it seems like the issue is kind of persisting, but Claude Code knows how to move it. So, right, it is performing. Right. So we've got all that in here. Git branch name. Right, let's see what it's going to do. It updated workflow. update task tool should. Let me just straight away, because we updated it to doing already. Go on in the review. Right. Let's see what we're doing here. I don't know if it really needs the tests, but fine. Right, so right, let's go and right, I'm not going to just do tests. Well, actually, let him run his test. Let's run tests. Okay. Now we can try to run it ourselves. I'm going to clear and run npm server again. Now let's have a look. It didn't actually do a lot of stuff. It should as well tick all the items as it goes along. Right. Well, let's actually check execute task again. going to move the same task. It's in backlog now. Let's go and close Claude Code, clear everything, open Claude Code again. So we know it's connecting to the new instance of we show it's connecting to the new instance of MCP server. And I'm going to say execute task 170. Right, let's close it off. Okay, and move it to review, which worked. But again, it didn't tick all the items. Right, the workflow should mark all items as completed as progressing. Can you explain why it was not done? Right, let's have a little bit of an insight into why it's not working properly. And by the way, it looks like we have implemented the aim of this video. So this is just extra bits that seem to work in the past, but for whatever reason they stopped working. Right, interesting. Yes. Yes. The workflow should be to load the context of both project and task, then plan the execution then create a branch then execute the plan update all the items as plan gets executed and finally move to review. Review. Move move to doing. Right. Can you explain if this is not the case and how to make it so in the best way, following best practice. This is actually interesting. Right. I think I will need to spend a little bit more time understanding why it actually didn't. It seems like I lost some data because I did implement that yesterday. So I need to review that probably off camera. But as for the ticket that we were working on, it does move it automatically to review. So I'm going to conclude this video and focus on trying to figure out what's going on over there off camera. But thank you for watching and see you in the next one.